Hello, 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 everyone. This is Animation Club School. Please get comfortable, get cozy, because we are about to start, I think, our third feedback workshop. My name is Kata. I'm your charismatic, loyal, valiant, exuberantly beautiful, if you noticed, yet innately humble host. And today we'll be meeting with our traditional animation mentor, Edward Kurchevsky, a 2D animator and director on projects such as Primal, Scavengers Reign, Tales of Alethrion, and much, much more, to discuss and share some insights about what professional standards actually look like and why most portfolios could stall if they don't have any structure. So, we will also talk about what kind of soft skills are very crucial to land roles, but also to be called back on future projects by the same recruiters. And of course, alongside our discussion, we will be taking a look at your reels that you have sent to us and give them an evaluation. We will mention, of course, our selected artists. We'll talk about their mentioned future plans for the industry. And of course, we will try and give you solid advice on areas that you need to work on and what course would be perfectly suited for you to conquer any recruiter on your future professional path. And of course, by the end of the review, all of your works will receive a grade. Don't be scared. I can hold your hand through it. And all of the grades are more for you to visualize what steps you have to take in the future to be studio ready, because everyone have started somewhere, us included, and the best strategy to improve is to consistently practice. So let me give you a quick guide on what these grades will imply. Each letter of the grade will show you how ready you are to join the industry. Not, of course, talking about your artistic identity, your choices, or your passion as a whole. Here we're united by it, and it's, of course, undisputed. We will start from the starting letters, which are D and E, which are most likely works where you need to put a lot more work into your foundations. Then we'll move to B, C, where you're perfect to take on a bigger and more complicated challenge to really make your portfolio shine. And we'll finish with letters A and S, which is basically a studio ready reel. Thank you if you like the joke. Though, even if you receive the highest grade, you are still welcome to join our courses for something new for yourself, and of course, to add another stunning work to your already great reel. And for those who have been wondering about joining the course, I actually have an update, very great news, and you would probably love to hear about them later. So, Edward, I actually wanted to ask you, since I've already mentioned the topic, what hidden skills do you think are crucial to make your work the best it can be? Maybe some hidden things that a lot of artists miss. And of course, what would make you want to hire a specific person again on a later project?
hmm so I think the most crucial thing that you have to develop is to how to learn from surrounding, from people
Mm-hmm.
around you, from the internet, from basically like tutorials or references, because if you know how to study from these pieces that's around you, you will learn faster. And
Mm-hmm.
even when you get to the studio, if you're gonna work in a studio, you will also progress because you will see your colleagues work and
Mm-hmm.
see like like where they are better than you or
Yeah.
worse, for example, and you can like know what to improve, for example. Uh, but of course, that there is many other stuff like being very like stubborn, be motivated, like for example, skill, like um, how to say the skill that's like persistent, I would say, right? So if you
Mm-hmm.
even if you like, because animation is difficult, it's difficult work, it's a difficult job, and especially when we learning something new, when we doing something that we never did before, or we trying something new, it sometimes can be difficult, and you
Yeah.
can get frustrated because something is not coming how you like, for how you want, and
Yeah.
just being stubborn, like just let's say punch in the same point every time, and just you have to get through it, not get frustrated.
Yeah.
But I mean, maybe you can get frustrated, but use this frustration and anger to get through this obstacle and get better.
Mm-hmm.
So probably this the
Mm-hmm.
most the most like frontline skill that you need to get better and to get
Yeah.
to the to get yeah your portfolio ready for the studio.
Perfect. And I will share a little tip that I've learned. I think observational skills, as you mentioned, Edward, are very important. I think having that stubbornness and determination to go through the projects, because sometimes animations can take like 50, 60 hours, and you just have to put persistent effort into it. But in terms of like very practical things that actually landed me a couple of extra jobs, like in the future after working with some people, is be very observant on how much time you actually spend animating. So for me, it was being very aware how much time do I have during the week, how much I'm willing to dedicate, and how quickly I'll be able to give back the materials I've been requested for. And sometimes, if of course I get the chance, I try to give a little bit extra time than I would normally finish. So I get that little extra pocket of time for me to check over my work or to send it a bit earlier. That way, I'm not rushing anything. I'm giving everything on time, on my personal time. And also, the recruiters and supervisors are a little bit happy to receive the materials like 1 or 2 days before it happens. So we're tracking on schedule, but no one actually gets overworked or overstressed. So works like a charm for me. I actually managed to get a couple of jobs after learning this trick because people were very satisfied that I give everything on the deadlines or a little bit earlier than it. And I wasn't stressing myself out too much.
Yeah,
So,
I
but
think
yeah, observational skills.
another thing that will help you in life overall,
Hmm.
it's to practice your willpower,
Yeah.
because uh, normally our brain is trying to trying to be calm, to get lazy, to keep our body with less stress
Yeah.
usually, right? It's a kind of biological thing. It's not what we can just avoid,
Hmm.
and just practicing just little by little, like doing something that you must, not that you want. It will improve and will how to say, like a muscle gets gain more willpower in the future.
Yeah.
For example, I mean, it's not only about animation, it's about everything. For example, because animation, it's a job where we work sitting in front of computer, going
Hmm.
to the studio, or being freelancers and work at home. And here, especially, we need to have a lot of willpower to
Hmm.
get how to say, get motivation to work, right? Because when you're at home, you can
Exactly.
just like get tea, just watch some, I don't know, like Netflix or whatever,
Guilty.
and not actually work because you're at home, right? So
Yeah.
like, and by these things, like little by little, like just like force yourself to do something, like some, for example, especially for people who are going abroad, just like force yourself to learn something, to learn new language, to force yourself to
Hmm.
do some documents, and such, like step by step. Like for example, okay, now I will not drink a tea with the sugar, and this is my first decision. I will practice, like with the small things, of course, like here
Hmm.
and here and here and here, and with time, of course, if you start practicing willpower as early as possible, with time, when you're gonna get like older, you will be like nothing will conquer you. Just like, okay, if you need, you need
Exactly.
that. And and this is very important because, for example, when we get older, we got like we need more actually care of our body, of
Yeah.
like going to the, I don't know, like doing some sport, even like morning routines. Now, I'm not saying everyone should go to the gym. It's not for everyone, but you can find
Exactly.
what is yours, right? And doing this consistently is gonna keep your body healthy, and
Hmm.
like people say, health mind in health body. So this is
Exactly.
what you need to remember.
Yeah. I completely agree. As someone who started riding bikes every day and going to choir practice to let my
Yeah,
body do new things I never did before, it really improves your overall health and you have more energy to basically
yeah,
do what you love. And
yeah,
speaking of small practices, I actually wanted to share that not only our school shares all of these like bits of knowledge on YouTube and of course in the courses where you can delve a lot deeper, but you can also be an active participant in our practices and as Edward said, set these small habits that you'll be able to repeat over and over and consistently improve, such as our activities on Discord, where we do figure drawing and where we do film studies. So we study composition, colors, painting. When we do figure drawing, we study anatomy, we study the human figure, which in the long run, overall makes you a better artist, more strong in your fundamentals, and will improve your animation
yeah,
skills. And of course, we have Loop de Loop if you like my company that much. You can also join us for very beginner friendly animation practices. So you'll be able to have like a consistent set of stuff you can practice with that is basically hosted already by me. So all you need to do is join, pick up a pen, and you're going to be set. And eventually, when you look back, you'll see how much you progressed, even though from week to week, it doesn't seem like much. It builds up over time,
yeah.
always.
It's actually great. It's a great start to build your willpower
Yeah.
to
Plus,
come
when you don't have to
consistently.
organize anything, it's
Yeah,
like much easier to start getting into it.
yeah. You just come to this events and get started.
Yeah. Wish I could show because recently we were comparing some of the pictures a couple of years ago and now, and the progress is completely evident. You sometimes can't see it from week to week because sometimes you draw worse, sometimes better, but it's undeniable that if you work and you work consistently, you will get the results you need. And of course, since I already mentioned the courses, you can always join us. Well, since I'm alone, you can join us in the 2D animation courses or jump right into our upcoming short film creation course, which is amazing. Right now, I'm the witness of it being in the production, the full swing of the short film creation dedicated to Deltarune. And in the next one, you can actually become part of the team that will create a tribute to our next project. Drum roll, please. Hollow Knight, which is also amazing and I'm a huge fan of. So, if you've been on the fence, you've been thinking of maybe joining the courses or not, this is the best chance to actually try them out. Mostly because I have a very, very good update you would want to listen to, and you don't have to wait till last minute. You can go right now in the description to our website and become a student today and see where your eventual career, professional, artistic path will bring you. I can give you a spoiler probably to an amazing reel and an upgrade to all of your skills as an animator. I can attest to it personally as I went through the courses. And of course, I get to be a part of the industry now. And I've been happier than ever. Before we end all of our intros, I have to give a couple of rules about using the chat box on your right. And also, I think, yeah, I already talked about the grading, so only the chat box left. Not only you can encourage, compliment us, and compliment the people who you'll be seeing reels of, you can also ask us questions. There are rules, though. They have to be respectful. They have to be on the given topic. School and animation as a whole, of course, are obviously included. And they have to have the word question in all caps so I can catch it and read it out loud. And overall, I think this is all of the intros, and we are ready to pass the mic, the honors, to our mentor, Edward Kurchevsky, and we'll get to see and talk about the reels. So happy to have you back. I think
Yes.
we are perfect and able to start.
Yep. So basically, I want to share with you my basically grades, like a grading
Mm-hmm.
scale. So
Yeah.
this is a scale that I will use for grading your reels. So
Mm-hmm.
as you see here, we have like Akata already said, like S, A, B, C, D, E kind of levels, and you can basically see this description
Mm-hmm.
of each of them. So let's begin. I will start with the beginner level. So here
Mm-hmm.
we have some D reel. Let's watch it together.
Oh, I really love those. Very pretty.
Yeah, it's more special effects, I would say, reel than
Yeah.
animation, the character animation.
I think this was made by Patrick. I think it was the in the name of the
Yeah.
file, if I'm correct. And I
Mm-hmm.
also recognize some of the shots they've been shared on the Discord server as well.
Mm.
So, in general, their primary goal is to be a generalist, and they've been doing animation for a couple of years as well. So, just to give a little bit more background. Oh, and I love that axe push. You can see the dedication.
All right. So, like I said, this reel it's a D grade, like developing effort here. Limited animation knowledge visible, heavy reliance on default tutorials or tutorials, needs focus study and practice. So why is so? So basically, it's cool that this reel is more about special effects. It's cool. I love special effects. And for
Hmm.
example, here, when you do special effects, the most important part is to design it properly. For example, you have to watch a lot of references. It's exactly what I said in the beginning. That's learning
Hmm.
from the references, learning what exactly you want to get kind of inspiration kind of from. Like
Hmm.
how this fire will look like, because fire can look in different ways, and like in a million
Hmm.
different possibilities, and by
Yeah.
and basically taking some reference and developing it and fitting it into your specific idea. This is what makes it kind of unique, and you basically build your ref looking at someone's ref once or few several refs, and you're learning as well. After that, when you get bigger visual library, it will be
Hmm.
possible to do it by yourself. Just give me a sec.
Yeah, completely. Well, there's a little second. I'm gonna add a little bit from myself. Some of the shots, for example, it's very important to think about your overall composition. So here it would be the shot would look a lot better if you had more space, for example, at the top rather at the bottom. And in a lot of cases, when you do special effects, when you draw them, you account for the space that's not going to be even seen in the frame. So having that little bit of extra work done on the edges of it without pushing the image too high will already really alleviate it without overdoing a lot of work that you've already done. Welcome back.
Yes. So basically, so like I said, this missed a little bit of the design of special effects.
Hmm.
The movement and the rhythm action is great. Here, for example, this is great, but for example, when you design these particles, some of them have volume like 3D, some of them
Yeah.
not. It's just a flat lines. So and also yeah. So this is what I guess you need to. I would say you need to like think of to make
Hmm.
it kind of not random, because look,
Yeah.
this debris, these particles, they're so randomized.
Hmm.
You have to create beautiful composition of it.
Hmm.
So like some of them like basically lays on one line, or for example this two and this two, it feels like a little bit like repetitive. So this
Hmm.
what you need to think of, and okay, yeah, that's cool. And the character animation is a little bit like basic as well, because it's inconsistent. The face is changing the size, the shapes, anatomy, and the pose. Well, could be improved.
Hmm.
Rhythm and perspective. Basically, yeah, like how this character like, he gives the sack, just like this arm is just like cut out, just very flat, and not the pose is not really like powerful.
Mm-hmm.
So this is cool. Yeah, motional special effects, rhythm is great. Again,
Yeah.
but if I talk about special effects, it's more about the volume, two-dimensional space, and the design. Here, your character is super smooth, like extremely smooth. It's like made on once, but it's very kind of it's like cut out animation. It's very
Mm-hmm.
flat. So this head is never changing the volume. It's just like just being one image. So again, rhythm and idea, everything, but also look how you draw these particles. It's quite messy. It should be designed in, I mean, properly placed and spaced to make a good composition, to make a good, I'd say like appealed placement. For example,
Mm-hmm.
like if I would draw this. Kind of space. For example, I would draw kind of this. This is like cut it in the middle. All right, no problem. For example, this is going here. This is going here. And this is going there. Okay, something happened here and there. So again, about how what rhythm it will have. Maybe here we can add some lines. So it's gonna create some texture of it. After that, for example, like this part, or I don't know how it's called, will go there. You see, I'm not making any like tangents or crossing
Mm-hmm.
like unnecessarily. I mean, I can do that, but it's almost tangent. Tangent is when two
Yeah.
lines basically touch each other in that way. So here it's pretty not dangerous, but like un uncertain, I would say. This is not very beautiful placement. So maybe you can put it here, like one. What's other stuff? So maybe, for example, again, you can decide like, okay, small particles gonna be there, maybe two here, one of them, one of this piece will go like there, and maybe just like get stay, just gets like fully like in that way, for example. Also, you have to understand where's your line of horizon, what is your perspective, and this kind of
Mm-hmm.
knowledge. This is pretty fundamental. Have to be kind of used here, because for now it's just a little bit messy. And again, you have also like kind of opening on the earth, how it's combined with this one, and it's pretty, yeah, it's basically you have to check some references of breaking the ground. It's a lot of
Mm-hmm.
like anime references, and just
Yeah.
start to copy it and use it and modify it, and get your visual library kind of more rich. And with that approach, you will get better and better. And of course, again, line of horizon, like I said, and character should be in volume, not flat. Like his face
Mm-hmm.
is never changing, and this is not ideal. So this, all of these kind of parts will improve that animation. Because I'm 2D traditional animator, so I'm watching your reels as 2D traditional animator, right? So that's why
Exactly.
I'm saying about cutout. Maybe someone else who is doing cutout will say again, this is like Chefkey is very good, but for 2D traditional, could be improved. And
Mm-hmm.
here as well, this is nice, but some of your hair, they just like randomly swinging. You don't think much about streams of wind, how it goes, where it goes, how strong it goes, what rhythm it creates, what surface blocks the wind. Because, for example, if it's going from right to the left, this
Mm-hmm.
hair part will get the wind first, faster
Yeah.
than this one. This part is longer, it's a little bit heavier, it's gonna move differently than this shorter part. This part and the fringe will move slightly different, and you have to simulate, you
Mhm.
have to think about this kind of stuff and simulate and imagine how the fringe, how the hair will interact with the cheeks, with the head, forehead, with everything, the nose. Here, it's a little bit like random because some of them it moves completely synchronized and completely
Mhm.
together without thinking about like, okay, how it interacts with the face. So
Yeah.
this, and this, everything puts this reel into D category. So again, um, limited animation knowledge visible, heavy reliance on defaults or tutorials, needs focused study and practice. Anyway, this is a good start.
Yeah.
He did a lot of animation, and it's yeah, it's great that you practicing, and Kata knows your work, knows your name, so she see you in the in our community. So I hope it's helpful, and you're gonna get better very soon.
Of course. I think you can already see how much effort and like development goes into these shots. The only thing that needs to be basically improved is a little bit more observational skills, especially the ones we talked about in the beginning of the reel. And I
Yeah.
think kind of the perfect course that would serve, especially working with volumes, like turning something in 3D would be something like the fundamentals course because it
Mm-hmm.
goes through a lot of those like starting points. Plus, it does have some action. For example, my favorite exercise was the kick and like a punch where you take a pillow and you punch through a layer of glass, which I think would be a perfect addition to your already kind of what you seem to be leaning into. And by the
Yeah.
end, you take a character and you turn it in 3D. You make a turnaround, which is also perfect for taking those like weaker points in the reel and basically upgrading them. So much to do, but so much has already been done. So it's a great job.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. All right, let's move on. We have an E, like effort tier, a very
Mhm.
early stage, exploration phase, not yet suitable for portfolio use. So let's watch it.
I think I also remember it's, yeah, Nupur. I hope I read your name right. You are still exploring your primary goal. So it's good to already start thinking about this. And they've been animating for less than a year and just being a student and not currently applying yet. So they will want to listen to everything they can do to make the reel better. So,
Mm-hmm.
and I think I remember these flowers from the Discord server as well. Great job.
Mm-hmm. All right. So basically, yes. Uh, the first thing that you need to learn is 12 principles, basically, of animation. These principles, like here, I see we miss slow in, slow out. We miss basically working. I mean, there is some work with arcs, but for example, I would avoid making like walk cycle in the beginning. I would
Mhm.
maybe recommend you to make it jumps, and jumps what exactly what we're doing during the first month in the first
Yeah.
course is basically we're going through 12 principles during the first months basically, and afterwards we're
Mhm.
just improving these 12 principles. We're kind of working with it and starting to learn and remember it better. So what we miss here, it's squash and stretch. It's slow in, slow out. It's when your character starts movement and finish the movement. For now, it's just only like a keys. It's the pops from one point to another.
Yeah.
This is basically how it moves. It doesn't. Another thing that's, for example, when you move your character on the background, you should keep this leg until it's make another step. For example, if you can make like contact positions, but you have to like
Mhm.
move your right leg to the front position, and while doing that your left leg will never move because it's gonna be your leg that stays on the ground and keeps your weight. In here I see that you're moving it just randomly. Your character is not staying on the ground. It's just like sliding almost.
Mhm.
Because for example when it's moving here, Look, your back leg, yeah, kind of stay in the same position, but actually should be more on the ground, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And here, look, this is right leg, and now this is a left leg. You just basically flip the legs here. Because why it's right leg? Because it's lower, and here it's higher. So I don't know, or this leg, if this leg is left, so it's basically sliding here, and then it's not staying on the ground; it's just touching it. So again, these kind of things is important to start to learn, start to remember, because uh, animation it's not about moving from point A to point B. It's about making people believe in what they see,
Yeah,
right? They have to
100%.
believe that this pillow has legs, this pillow has weight, and it's moving. It's walking. It's walking on some surface. There is stairs or something. Again, they needs to believe into the rhythm, into
Mm-hmm.
the everything what's happening. This is the main
Yep.
goal. And another thing that you have to remember, because I see that in the future when it goes forward, it's that you sometimes animate lines. We don't animate lines, we animate volumes. It's important to remember. Lines doesn't exist in real world. Only with we use lines to show volumes, to
Mm-hmm.
show edges of the character, but there is no lines in real life. So this is what you need to remember. And another thing that should be improved here is volume. Volume is changing. Your pillow cannot just get twice bigger just because.
Yep.
Again, it's not happening in real life. People
Mm-hmm.
cannot get like wider or like taller just like that. So that's why your pillow also cannot do that. Again, squash and stretch, it's a little bit different stuff. It basically if you sit and make, I don't know, like kind of group your body, it's a squash. If you jump, it's a stretch. It's what represents squash and stretch. It not necessarily means that we get fatter or slimmer, right? It's just like a representation of the silhouette of our body.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so I think that it's main things that could be improved and can get. And if you will remember about 12 principles and what I said, your portfolio will be way better right away.
Yeah. Completely. I completely agree. Can already see the passion, but as well, I can always recommend, since it's all about the foundations and building them, it only comes with, as we said, practice, some
Yeah,
observational skills, and of course, if you want to set the habit and start correcting your strength and weaknesses, well, improve your strength and correct your weaknesses, this would be a great chance to take on the foundation course because it will
yeah, yeah.
basically take through all of it and will get you to improve. But overall, good job. Hope to see more from you.
Yes. Thank you so much. Let's move on. It's another E tier. Again, I will remember,
Mhm,
I will remind you what does it mean. It's a very early
mhm.
stage exploration phase, not yet suitable for portfolio use. Let's watch it.
Yeah. And as I remember, it's Clara. And Clara eventually wants to work in feature film animation and indie, freelance. Just started, have been animating for less than a year, so a long, beautiful journey ahead. And of course, would love to hear what you have to say.
Yeah.
Overall, I had a very good impression. Technically, Edward will talk more about the reel, but I really loved the feeling I got from watching it. You have a very specific vision, and I
Yeah.
think it's also very beautiful.
Yes, you have already in this reel a vision.
Mm-hmm.
So this is clearly I see your path going into the artistical animation, like
Yep.
festival, like short films, etc. But I have to like um,
Exactly.
review your
We're here for the
skills, like to
technical.
the traditional skills, because in my opinion, I think the best artistical films were made not only about like visual create with a visual creativity, also with technical good technical skills, or
Yeah,
even breaking some principles, but with the knowledge of these principles. So
exactly.
this is what I think will create the best kind of take the best from two worlds and combine it into the cool project. So here
Exactly.
I really like your creativity. I like how you work with the shape, with this kind of multiplication of the characters.
Hmm.
It's really funny and interesting. But I see your skills that you more you have a lot of like cutout animation
Hmm.
or very like very artistical, like how it's almost like morphing
Hmm.
animation, but it shows that you kind of miss a little bit of 12 principles like slow in, slow out, posing, anatomy, rhythm. For example, especially when this girl start to move, yeah, she just moves like she just like turns, touch the face, turn again, and do something without I would say like proper time work. It's just
Hmm.
like one after another, one movement, one action after another. You don't
Yeah.
spend some time to feel this action, to feel why she is moving. In animation,
Hmm.
we don't move just because. We usually move for some purpose because every movement is our cost. It's called like our work, hours of work, right? So that's why
Yeah.
we move character for some reason to show some emotions or something, some knowledge, some information. So here, when this girl is moving, I I cannot rely, I cannot feel some what she feels. For example, like she is like longing, she's looking for someone, or she's get shy, or she remember like, oh, I forgot something, or like, oh, where's my, I don't know, like brother or my husband or whatever. And then, maybe I will wait for him another month here. I don't know.
Mhm.
It's just no. It's pretty random, and there is no time to feel to see what it means.
Hmm.
And of course, this is what you're doing. It's already third course. It's advanced level
Hmm.
basically of animation to show emotions. Exactly what we do on the
Yeah.
third course. Um, Here, basically cut out, it's one drawing and just moving, like sliding. There is, of course, the artistical value of making these kind of ink shapes and etc. silhouettes.
Hmm.
But in animation, it's just like a puppet tool and the sliding in, I don't know, like After Effects.
Yeah.
This is also like puppet tool, puppet animation. It's not traditional. And this is a rotoscope. Basically, it was filmed and just retraced. And here there is more almost no. I mean, there is kind of slow in, slow out, kinda. But again, this is puppet animation, just like here a skirt is like movement.
Hmm.
Uh, this and this is nice, but here, for example, especially here, we look at your hands.
Yeah.
It's very like big anatomical gaps of lack of knowledge, right? So
Hmm.
and also kind of design or in basically drawing of of humans, right? So this is
Hmm.
what you need to improve if you want to draw humans because you draw humans a lot. Um, like when I was studying in a Polish film school, I was studying
Hmm.
in a school where creativity and kind of weirdness or kind of idea was on front line.
Yeah.
The technical skills was not totally not important. It's
Hmm.
more important. It's idea and your creativity. And people,
Hmm.
I mean, we was not like how to say taught about animation. We just was
Yeah.
self-taught, and were very, people were hiding lacks of animation skills under the creativity, under this style. So
Mm-hmm.
I really wish that you would be not just hiding your lacks of skills under the style, but you will create your own style with a strong understanding of like why and what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is what will make you a real professional, real artist, not just
Yeah.
like random creator. This is what I feel,
Exactly.
and this is what I wish
Mm-hmm.
to you.
Yeah. I can understand. I've been in the same headspace for a long time. Like I would put very creative like decisions up front to hide some of the weaker parts of my knowledge and everything. But eventually, it helps, especially practice. As we said, the foundations course would be very good, but also to just to start out, you can always join the Discord and start going through our studies on figure drawing and film compositions, which is going to give you a lot of those like space to practice and see which areas are lacking and where you would need to work a lot more.
Exactly. All
Yeah.
right, let's go into the middle level grade.
Mm-hmm.
And we have first, let's go maybe, yeah, let's go from the bottom, like let's go to the C.
Let's go.
C, it's a core learning tier, uh, early to early to mid learning stage, major fundamental gaps, poses, timing, or weight unclear. So let's do it.
Mm-hmm. This is Jalen. Really, really like the reel. The primary goal is to work in TV animation. They also have been doing it for less than a year. So again, we're starting a very beautiful animation journey. And in general, they would like to be a 2D animator, kind of a generalist, jack of all trades.
Mm-hmm. So some acting with the sound.
Yeah.
We only have 1 hour until the presentation.
I do have to say, I really like the effort put in the final look. You can see a lot of the animations were already colored, graded. There's some compositing on top. So you can see that there was a lot of effort and consistency applied already, which is part of the success in the eventual journey, I think.
Yeah. All right. Let me check. Yeah, I have sound. Okay. So this, like I say, this is C. Of course, this is way more finished and kind of precise work than we saw today. But the
Hmm.
biggest problem here that yeah, inconsistency, also anatomy. Um, I would say like lack of knowledge sometimes
Yeah.
of drawing hands and poses. So again, this is very beautifully drawn, animated. There is some kind of character design, stylization. There is also compositing. So it's like a final product. It could be already like TV show on some, I don't know, like Cartoon Network or somewhere,
Adult Swim,
or
yeah.
Adult Swim, exactly. This looks like that. Uh, yeah, just like when they start to move, this poses not they don't have appeal. They don't have force, they
Yeah.
don't have knowledge of like how to move, how to stylize the pose properly. Look, these shapes, these characters just merge into each other. I'm not saying that you don't have to like overlap, but in terms of tone or just like what's happening, they just yeah, look, they just like hiding or merging in terms of silhouette, in terms of poses. This is not always like kind of well thought, in my opinion. But also you play with the different angles, so you kind of trying to make it more cinematographical. But again, I'm not sure if this was made on purpose. Like it feels like her leg was kind of it's broken, but it can be a stylization. These hands, these arms can be like kind of stylization, or it's just lack of knowledge. Because look, your hands pretty basic and pretty unstable here. Like it's different. She has different shapes. The fingers has different volumes, sizes, arms as well. What is good here is that you have strong foundations in some cases, like slow in, slow out, arcs, a rhythm, very good here, but posing, appeal, solid drawing, not really,
Yeah.
or composition, for example, sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is very yeah, like I don't believe in the poses. I don't believe into how it moves. Like look, these two arms, they basically merge in one almost. It's just like
Mm-hmm.
two arms making it almost a tangent because they kind of making the same kind of line. This legs has different shape, has different volume. This is also not ideal. And in the acting, it's just cut out. So it feels like you're afraid of drawing, your skills not enough. That's why you're hiding kind of your lack of skills behind the cutout animation, rather than just like animating it in full 2D. It's what I feel. Like it kind of it's way easier to move only the mouth, right? Not the developing the arcs and the sh and changing the angles so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, same here. Look, this arm was big, now it's smaller, now it's bigger, then smaller. It's changing. Anatomy isn't here. For example, when I was working on like four palms character animation, like walk cycle,
Mm-hmm.
I choose a bear, and we actually went to the National Museum, like of where we had the bones of animals where we're animating
Oh,
to study their anatomy, to understand like what's inside, how the muscles works, how the bones works, and then we started to animate them. Here again, you just took an idea of a dog, or I don't know, I hope it's a dog, and you
I think so.
just
Yeah.
like animate it, how like the
Mm-hmm.
idea, not like real dog, the idea of the dog. And also composition, you see, it's not really centered.
Yeah.
Basically, this is one of the 12 principles. It's called staging. It's good composition, like a good placement of your character on the shot, like on the canvas. You see, basically, just cut it from like above and the bottom, so it is not perfect. So basically, yeah, I think I covered everything.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so it's like anatomy, drawing skills, so appeal, um, staging. But
Yeah.
what you have pretty well, it's rhythm, arcs, slow in, slow out. Yeah, so that, and of course like angles of the camera, compositing with a final touch. It's cool. So
Mm-hmm.
that's why it's a C tier, because
Yeah.
a lot things there are still to cover, but it's already pretty uh good work.
Yeah. Very good steps. And
Exactly.
as we said, yeah, need some more observational skills. Also, gathering some references is always going to serve you a very long way. And since we already mentioned courses, I think as we would probably be in the same opinion, it would be great if you could try going through the foundations, because it's just going to give you all of those, as we call it, foundations to build on those very fun projects you already have. And since we're in the middle about of going through the reels, I actually wanted to mention that update I've been kind of teasing in the beginning of the stream, is that today is the last day when you can get your 20% discount on the first month of the courses. So if you've been on the fence of thinking of joining or not, this is the perfect moment to start. Plus, you've already heard some suggestions you could take to kind of further your studies. So this is the perfect time to do so. You can actually check the QR codes right now on the screen to become a student today and see where your artistic journey will lead you tomorrow. Well, I think, as I already said, a big spoiler would probably be an incredible showreel. So I can attest to it personally. And yeah, don't wait till the courses start. The earlier you join us, the bigger the discount is. And plus, today is the last day to snatch that 20% off, which you can do on our website. Yeah, I think we can continue. All good.
All right. So let's go to the B grade.
Yes.
B, it's building tier. Solid foundation, inconsistent execution, good ideas, and even results.
Yeah.
So this is our B tier. Let's watch it. What does it mean?
Yeah, I remember this reel as well. Yeah, the name is Artimation. Artimation, I think. Yeah, this is right. They're working primarily in Clip Studio Paint, have been animating for a couple of years, and want to join TV animation and as a 2D animator or a generalist.
Mm-hmm. All right. So basically, here I see pretty good drawing skills. So yeah, I see how you draw characters. Your lines are pretty so like vivid, like solid. I feel I see how you draw lines, that you see the volumes. It's your line is pretty like how to say, pretty animational. How to say it? I don't know, like I feel the movement in them.
Yeah.
So this is nice. Here especially, this is really cool. Like here I see that you know about the volume. This is very solid. Like this laugh is, I think, almost one of the best. I mean, this shot is one of the best what I see here, because it's pretty cool. Here, it's there is some problem with appeal and the design. Like here, I don't really understand how this shoulder works with the neck. Um, Overall, it's okay. But the eyes are changing a little bit. They were bigger here and a bit smaller, the nose. So I don't understand really like much the design. Um, but animation is cool. Here, this is like, so something happened here. It just like stopped, and then boom, they're already touching each other. Like, it's like maybe it was a choice, but after it feels like this character is falling on her, on him, and then it's kind of nothing. It's like I'm falling and then I'm standing. So I don't understand that kind of approach. But overall, this is cool. I like how you work with the space. You see, you're drawing an arm toward the camera. It's pretty, yeah, it's pretty cool. Um, yeah, some kind of emotions. So this is cool, but it's only B. Why? So because again, your lines are great, but it's inconsistent. It's not solid. It's not finished. I mean, in terms of volume, it's still like very like rough. Like here as well. Here, when you show this type of animation in your reel, guys, you have to remember that people will always judge you by your worst work. So if you're putting this animation, and this, People will judge you by this. They will not
Yeah.
see this cool stuff. They're gonna see, all right, so if you put it all together, it means that you unify them, you equalize them, you basically make them equal.
Mm-hmm.
So it means that you don't see the difference because you're showing off by this and other stuff.
Yeah.
So remember that you have to always put only the best. If I would see this and maybe this, I mean, this again with the design and this movement is a little bit kind of a bit weird.
Mm-hmm.
But this is cool as well. Yeah, I would say like, yeah, you have pretty good skills. Like it's a great portfolio, great animator. Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, this is a B because great potential, good drawing skills, very brave, and I see that you know kind of how to do some kind of more complex stuff, but you
Mm-hmm.
also here and there miss some finishing, miss some like polishing, some kind of I would say foundation as well, but also
Yeah.
kind of just like sit and make it properly, make it like how it's supposed to be done. So
Mm.
um, again, yeah, I like your work, but it's only B because there's
Yeah.
different kind of types and skills in this reel.
Yeah, exactly. I do have to say that laughing, the cat that's laughing, I've completely fell in love with it.
Yeah,
So yeah, probably there's a chance that some of the works have been completed sometime before, so it's
yeah,
maybe taking like a longer range. And I think you'd probably really enjoy the second, the body mechanics reel, because it's more about creating those dynamic shots, playing around with different camera angles and movements.
yeah,
And you seem to be really into giving some dynamic movement to your characters. Plus, there's a
yeah.
walk cycle. Since you already included one, might as well try doing a full scale walk cycle. But
It's
yeah,
true. It's true. Yeah.
amazing work. Amazing work.
All right, let's move on, and we have A.
Let's
A,
go.
it's advanced tier, very strong work, minor polish or consistency issues, clear understanding of fundamentals. Let's watch
Hmm.
it.
Yes, another lovely member of the Discord server. Also, again, congrats on creating the short tribute. It's a lot longer in the version, and you can go to the Discord channel to check it out. The amount of effort is amazing.
Yeah,
So I have to give
3D as
lots and
well.
lots of kudos. Yeah, a
Yeah.
lot of stuff is integrated together. So, and yeah, they want to work in TV animation. They've been animating in Adobe Animate for about 5 years, and they want
Mm-hmm.
to be a character animation specifically. So
Mm-hmm.
we are, of course, uh, well, I'm in awe. You
Mm-hmm.
can see there's like a lot of experience already. Thank you for the comment, Abud. That's very nice. Hopefully, you'll get to learn a lot from these live streams. There's a much more that we've done before, and I can also say for myself that I've learned a lot while hosting them because I actively have to listen, and it generally gave me a lot of knowledge to progress. So you can definitely do the same.
Yeah, so this is cool. It's definitely, I can see good posing, good. I mean, there is some room to improve in poses. I will talk about it a bit later. But overall, it's a great posings. It's a good like foundation, like 12 principles, yeah, implemented. So like slow in, slow out, arcs, rhythm. Uh, Also working with space, like getting closer and further back. Uh, the biggest issue here, it's sometimes drawing skills, not in all poses, in everywhere, but for example here, it's pretty cool. I have less issues here with the drawing skills with the, but for example, look, the posings. You make a tangent of your own finger with the cheek.
Mm-hmm.
Your one eye is smaller, one eye is bigger. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be like that because in other shots your both eyes are symmetrical. There is not a lot of this distance between these two eyes to make a distortion of the lens, like something is getting smaller and bigger. If your character would be close to the camera, maybe it would be the case, but not here. So yeah, like here sometimes it's getting a little bit messy with these two characters. This is a bit messy, like this hat, this leg. It could be pushed, could be improved, could be, for example, this pose. For example, we have one leg here, we have another leg here, so body. So this arm can be here, hat can be here, you see? Maybe this will go a little bit behind even. So this arm will be shorter. This will be more in the 3/4. Like this. Look. It will be a stronger pose, stronger silhouette, but you know, this what you need to learn and improve, I guess. I mean, I think in my opinion. For example, when it jumps, this is cool, but when it jumps toward the camera, this is a little bit flat and it's not clear, not like readable much. So I would keep some leg here. I would keep some depth in his pose. I would keep maybe two like some arm or two arms here. So for example, if he jumps like with open mouth. First of all, the head will be like that. This is like really rough, so don't get it like one to one what you need to improve, but just trying to understand my idea, what's exactly like happening here. So body, for example, the leg, this leg can be like R and the arms. So here you can use this kind of perspective just to make it one kind of I mean arms a bit further back, or I don't know, like can be done kind of this way if you want. It's more toward the camera,
Mm-hmm.
it's more out. For example, just to make to use your um, silhouette, because what you have is just like it's like a fish now. So this is basically the direction where it can be can go. Of course, I did just like on a 3/4. You can make it more central, and it's fine. Yeah, this is okay. This is cool. This is cool. And the biggest issue is this pose. This pose shows like how much can be improved your posing, basically. This is not great. again, same here. It feels like it's like a puppet, just
Hmm.
like with open mouth, and it has no strength in this shape, in
Hmm.
this movement, basically. And this guy also has problems with anatomy. It should be improved so much. The pose, the line of action, direction, the perspective, like the volume here. It's gonna yeah, it will be different, a little bit different. Like I will, it's gonna take me some time to push it, but I just want to say that uh, that's basically that skill you can get by going to Pinterest, for example, and looking at some poses, like type in the Pinterest like 2D, then the dynamic poses, 2D character animation, and just copy them, copy, practice, use them, try to put your character in some poses from the references. For example, I'll try to show you like 2D animation characters, uh, poses, like dynamic. Like open some different poses and try to practice the silhouette, how they work in perspective,
Hmm.
how they work in space and etc. For example, how of course not all of the poses in Pinterest are great. You have to, of course, check um, for the quality, but there is a lot of like stylization and making a pose great, like strong and like crispy. Because here I feel a little bit lack of stylization basically in that pose.
Hmm.
That's why it's only A.
Yeah. And then more practical things. What shots would if like it was your reel, what shots would you put first? Is there one specific that kind of stands out more, it looks better,
This I
and
would take
maybe
away
what's to
because
cut?
it's cut out almost.
Uh-huh.
It's nice, the wind is nice, but this movement is cut out. Look at the head, the back part of the hair is not moving. It feels like it's almost like it's a different character. So this I
Hmm.
wouldn't take away totally. Uh, yeah, this one I'm not a big fan of that pose and that movement. So
Hmm.
maybe I would take it away, especially maybe that last part. This first part is great. What could I put in the beginning?
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah, maybe this is cool. This is nice. Maybe I would start from this, not from the rough, maybe, or from tie
Hmm.
down. Um, yeah, this is cool. This is cool. No, it definitely impress a lot.
Yeah.
This I would take away. It's not as cool as other stuff.
Hmm.
And this as well. It's super rough. It's cool, but it's cool here. This is super
Hmm.
rough. I would take it away, hide it. This is also, I mean, it's because you show so many things polished. So okay, maybe this is cool. Maybe yeah, keep it here, but this and this hide.
Hmm.
So maybe you can finish with this shot with this guy. It's pretty cool.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
finish with this one. All right, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a great reel. There is still room to improve, but it's already A. Good job.
Yeah. I would personally say the person who would like you would love to check out in terms of dynamic poses is Grace Liu. I think she works at Nickelodeon at like storyboard and directing. You can find her on Instagram. And she always posts these like very dynamic character drawings she does in her free time. and you can try imitating the poses she draws because she's really good at foreshortening, making those cool silhouettes that have a bunch of appeal. So, from observational skills that you're supposed to build, you would probably have a great time. And I think in terms of the courses, you would probably love going through the dynamic course, especially since there's literally a task that you have in your reel right now, or you can try something more subdued like character animation and acting, which is also a very important skill since you want to be a character animator.
Exactly. And last reel that we have, I put here A S tier because it's a little bit kind of between.
Mm-hmm.
It's my student. She joined the school directly to the second course,
Mm-hmm.
and now she's on the third course, and she going to the first course because
Mm-hmm.
as usual,
That happens.
I'm usually saying to everyone who is tending to get to the second or third course right away, I'm usually saying that guys, even if you are experienced, it's important to go, from the first course, second course, and third course because you will get so much from me, from my approach, from foundation that you probably miss somewhere. Even if
Yeah.
you have already good skills, probably you miss some foundation that I'm giving to my students.
Yeah.
And again, like 95%, 90% people going to the first course, or they, I would say, wish they would took
Wish
first
they
course.
did. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's watch it.
I've known a couple of students like that. And of course, let me introduce the chat a little bit to our student. I think it was Zoriana,
Yes.
and they want to do indie and freelance. They've been animating for a couple of years in TV Paint, and of course, they're still a student. And the thing they want most of the critique focused on is it says weight. So I'm guessing like character weight, how it distributes, and how they're working with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is from the first course. And I remember this work actually.
This one was in the entry submission to the course, and basically yes, this reel is very strong. Actually, weightlifting is very powerful, is very nice, has good rhythm, with good movement in space, good feeling of the weight. This is good. Walk cycle is great. I like it. Turnaround, she missed. She did by herself, and there is some flaws. We didn't work it kind of together, and this
Mhm.
work is a little bit less strong than others. This is a second course, the dynamic shot. This is a bit weird that this faceless just turns so fast. I didn't how to say I didn't give any feedback on that before
Mhm.
because Zerena finished it way after the course.
Mm.
But yeah, this is a bit weird that it's just like so fast, and I mean the face turns and get back, and I think we miss some arcs here. But overall, it's great. This was some freelance job for commercials, so it's not our school project, but
Mhm.
I helped a bit. If we if we
Sweet.
if I talk, I already said to Zoriana about that. If I would consider this as like a reel for like portfolio use, I think this
Mhm.
is a little bit too long with this
Yeah.
like kind of grinding the tobacco what like it's a little bit too long. I would cut it somewhere, maybe the ending only keep in the beginning. It's not necessarily to watch it all. And This turnaround also, I never saw it, so it's something I mean, what Zotorena want to do. She will get to the first course for the last month for
Mm-hmm.
turnaround. So we're gonna work together on that
Yeah.
one. And this one before my school, before the classes. So in general, I really like the model. I really like the appeal of the character. This is super cool. But here, when character gets kind of shocked and surprised, her legs also should interact. She should move. Should kind of because it's the whole body that's gets shocked, not only the upper body. So even when you move upper body, your legs also shaking, your legs also moving. That's not the case. So this
Mm-hmm.
feels like this animation was cut in half, especially here. There is some kind of movement this, but this is not enough. Look how much of amortization and the like overshoot of the body here, but the legs just like pops in one pose and stays without action, without
Yeah.
any overlap, overshoot, amortization, whatever you call it. It's a little bit like robotic. So this
Mm-hmm.
what I would improved first way. So again, if not that, if not this, my comments about turnaround, about these legs here, it would be S. But because we
Yeah.
have these things, these kind of turnaround problems, and this it's still really good, but it's not it's something between spectacular and advanced tier, because spectacular
Mm-hmm.
tier, it's a studio ready, strong fundamentals across the board, clear intent and professional polish, could realistically land interviews. So again,
Yeah.
if Zuriana will fix everything what I said today, it will be possible. I guess I would say you have all the possibilities to get the job.
Hmm. Congratulations. Is there any specifically to the reel, the arrangement of the shots, something you would put first, last? What would you put out of the
I
reel to
mean,
make it more
if
professional?
Zoriana will improve this
Mm-hmm.
legs, this could be in the end, sure. But maybe this one could be the end, the last one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because we start with a strong one, with a nice artistical direction in terms of design of the background, the
Yeah.
colors. This is pretty good. I like it, like a comic book almost.
Mm-hmm.
Then this is cool. And this one is the best one. So I would put it in the end just to have a good impression afterwards.
Yeah. It's very smart.
Yeah. So
Perfect.
always remember that in the beginning and in the end, put always the best of the best. In the middle, it's the second best.
Mm-hmm.
Because first impression is really important, and the last one as well, just to keep it cool in the end.
Mm-hmm.
All right, yeah, I guess that's
Yep.
it. Also, Zoriana, if you're
Amazing.
watching, remember we are exporting and working in the 24, 25 frames per second, not 30. I see 30 here. So this is wrong.
Perfect. A little bit of more practical advice. We
Yeah.
actually have a question since we already finished with the reels. We have a question from little Say Ubi. I don't know how correctly pronounce your nickname, so we're gonna go with that. Would you recommend doing the intensive course before the other courses?
Um, can be. If you're really experienced,
Hmm.
uh, it can be helpful to understand my approach, understand basically where you are with your reel. If you have a reel already,
Hmm.
you can come and see what you can do. You can try something from first course. So maybe
Yeah.
if you want, try something from second course if you're experienced one, and then decide do you really need go to a specific course, for example, first or second.
Hmm.
But remember, this is intense. It's 1 month. We meet each other twice per
Yeah.
week, and maybe not everyone, want to dive into something as extreme. So up to you. So it's good. It's a good course, intensive course for specific needs. If you know what to do, if you know what you want, and that I can provide. Yeah.
And we found out through the comments that the person who's asking is Clara. I presume from the reel you shared.
Yeah.
That was in the beginning of the stream.
Mm-hmm.
So just so we know. Well, perfect. Let's recap a little bit of, I think, like the most important things that we kind of went through today is it's very important to have the observational skills, the stubbornness or perseverance in continuing to work and building on what you have. And also, I've noticed with a lot of the shots, especially the ones that went from D to like about BA, that sometimes the poses and the characters lack clarity and appeal. So it's very important to remember that when you stage your characters and just complete your shots. But overall, of course, I'm very happy to see how many talented people we have today. And yeah, let me remind you again that you can always join our courses to improve your work. Today is the last day when you can save 20% on your first month with the promo code on our website. You could just scan the links right there on the screen, or you can go into the description and go through our website. And you can become the student today. You have seen what types of steps you can take on your professional journey to improve yourself, and that our courses are perfectly suited to take on those challenges with you. I would also add that courses, especially those that provide feedback, are so much better than general tutorials because sometimes when we're learning, we don't have enough experience to understand what parts we're actually lacking in. So it's very important to have someone who has more experience who can look at it and say, you're missing this, this, and this. And then you're basically animation third eye opens and you get to experience, oh, hello, we have a little guest. And you
Assistant.
get to, yeah, the assistant, you get to learn so much more and improve at a much, much rapid pace. So don't wait till the very last second. Start now, save up 20%, become a student today, and see where your art journey is going to take you. And as I said, as a little spoiler, definitely to an incredible show reel, an upgrade to your skills, and of course, so much more. Again, I wanted to thank Edward, our wise mentor, for the feedback today and for the little bits of knowledge that you shared with us today. To our technical specialist, Vitali, that made everything run smooth and pretty. All of the, what do you call it? Pretty animations and the professional look and the QR codes and everything. It's everything thanks to Vitali. And of course, to all of you who've been asking the questions, who've been watching the stream, and of course, submitting your reels. Hopefully, we'll get to see you very, very soon, either on the courses, on the Discord channel, or of course, when you submit your new and improved reel to our next feedback session. So yeah, hopefully you've learned as much as I have today, so you will apply it to your future studies. And of course, I have to remind you again that sometimes we do get discouraged, and the thing that will force you to succeed isn't talent, is, as we said, perseverance, consistent effort, building those habits as we talked about in the very beginning of the stream, and slowly improving day by day. So remember always to keep striving, keep pushing, and keep continuing animating. Be on the lookout for the next feedback stream, and of course, check out the courses below. And let me give you another little tidbit that Animation Club School is perfect and is always there to guide you through all of these like hurdles and challenges and all of the steps you need to take, from building your foundation up to going through harder challenges and then eventually becoming part of the industry. You can either take courses that are more suited to building up those 12 principles or becoming a part of an actual industry working on a short film creation. So if you want to have this level of feedback consistently every week and not just like once a couple of months when we get to meet, you of course need to join and snatch that 20% discount. So hopefully we'll get to see you in the school, and to check it out, links are always in the description. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Hello everyone, this is Animation School. In a short amount of time during our intense course. We are here to also create a bridge between you and studios and help you find your first professional position in industry. Online studying became one of the most important parts in worldwide education system, and I am pretty sure with us you will achieve great results. Good luck!
А. Талант. Б. Трудолюбие. С. Энтузиазм. Самое главное. 4000 евро.
What is the truth? Tell me if you know, and I will not believe you. Things are never what they seem.
Yes, and behave. You're not speaking to one of your shithole buddies.
Oh, hi. Wait a minute. Who are you?
Что? Ты даже не являешься членом ополчения. Ты даже не гражданин. Как ты даже думать смеешь о том, чтобы носить доспехи паладина?
Что если на грани безумия?
Moj klijent ima jedan uslov, koji će vam sam saopštiti.